Dreams can make you cry, dreams can make you laugh, dreams can hurt or heal. Hello everyone, it's Lilac Dreams and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be reading your guys' Horsed Tale spooky stories. So I asked on my community tab for you guys to send in your weird Horsed Tale stories or your spooky Horsed Tale stories. I was kind of looking for glitches or bugs that have happened to you in Horsed Tales or just general spooky things that have happened to you in Horsed Tales. I didn't get very many submissions, but I did get enough to make a video on, so I'm going to be reading them today. But before we get into that, I want to go over some of the update, because in my update video, I covered half of the update. I covered the new clothes and Rhonda, but because at the time at filming that, half of the update wasn't out yet. The the Halloween decoration thing wasn't out yet, so I wanted to go over that quickly before we get into actually reading your guys' submissions. So the first thing I want to mention is when you mine stuff, you get a pickaxe that is a lollipop. Like, literally. Okay, sorry about that. I had to switch to a solo room because the game was being way too laggy. Anyway, my friend Wolf Vlogs told me about the candy pickaxe and I was so confused because I don't remember that from last year. Anyway, other than the candy pickaxe, there are decorations all over the map. So there's like a candle here, and then near the stables there are like decorations everywhere. Sorry my view distance is down so low. My game has been so laggy lately, and I don't know if it's necessarily a Halloween update because it was kind of like that beforehand, but there's decorations like everywhere, and I just think it's so cool because, like, I don't know, I was wondering where the decorations were last video and now they're all here. There is also limited time new clothes, which I also think is really awesome. There's some more decorations over here. It's still laggy. Okay. Anyway, there's also limited time clothes. I don't know how much I'll be able to cover, but there are limited time clothes. So there's the new clothes, right? And then there's also limited time ones, and they're like, they don't have the new tag on them. They just have a limited time. Here they are. So they're really cool. So this one, like, this one has fire, this one has fire, this one has fire. This one makes your whole head a pumpkin, which is just hilarious. And this one has sparks. So I think I'm probably going to end up buying one. I don't know which one, though. I don't know how long they last, so I might buy one on Halloween. And then there's, like, this lollipop back and this. And then I think there's some... I thought there was one more thing, too, but I can't remember. I think that must be it for the limited time stuff, but I think it's really funny because they didn't address it, and I just think they're so hilarious. Like, look at this. Who can look at this and say it's not hilarious? Like, seriously, it's hilarious. Anyway, on to the actual point of the video. That is all of the Halloween stuff I had to cover, I think. But on to the actual video. We are going to read the first secret here, and while we're reading, I don't really know exactly what I'm going to do. I think I'm just gonna kind of, I don't know, run around the map, because if I do multiplayer races, it's gonna be way too laggy, so I might just run around while I'm reading these. I don't know, maybe I'll do the daily quests or catch horses or something. Anyway, okay, so the first one, hi, I have 2 spooky and funny stories. Please read to the end to understand. Warning, they might not be so spooky, but it's the best I can remember. That's fine. They don't need to be super spooky. The best you can remember is just fine. Number 1. So I joined Horsed Tales somewhere in June or July 2020. I was stuck on level 4 for about 5 months. I wasn't able to do the show jumping competition. When Halloween arrived, I went into Horsed Tales to chat with some of my friends. I did everything as I usually did, but everything was different. Around the whole metalcraft, there were scary Halloween decorations. Then I went into my stables, and there was a gold club Pegasus in my stable. Sorry, I forgot what it's called. I was shocked, and when I wanted to ride him, my game started being glitchy, and then I was already flying. The horse changed into the dun common horse, and we fell to the ground. My dun horse, who was my favorite, then died and disappeared. I asked my friends what was going on, and they were all wearing witch hats. Then I woke up and realized it was only a dream. And I went into Horsed Tales and found out my dream was somehow connected to the actual game, because that was the day when the Halloween update was released. It was a happy Halloween. I have had situations like that, like, no joke, like, not with Horsed Tales, but with, like, movies and stuff. I'll watch half of it and then I'll dream about it and, like, dream what happens, and then it'll actually happen. It's really weird, but I think that'd be spooky, especially if you didn't realize it was a dream. That reminds me, a couple days ago, I had a dream. about Star Stable, where it was like real. So it was in Star Stable, but it wasn't like actually like it was real, but it wasn't. And my friend logged in, and she logged in, and when she logged in, there was like this weird glitch, and then I went to her somehow, and the ground was like black, right? And then there was like this weird octopus thing behind a gate, and it was Garnock, which is something in the storyline of Star Stable. But yeah, that was a dream I had recently, and it was terrifying. So if it actually came to life, that'd be really terrifying, especially when you're playing the game. But anyway, that is kind of irrelevant, but kind of not irrelevant at the same time. Anyway, the second submission this person gave was, when adventure games came out, it was a big thing. There were also, and still are, 2 adventure games that had skeletons in them. I hate them. I was trying to play, but I just got scared of them. My brother is a huge Minecraft fan. He loves it. He is used to all Minecraft monsters. I asked him if he could help me get through the skeletons, and he agreed. As we entered the game, he was being younger child and talking about how I shouldn't be scared of monsters, because they don't exist. Then we get to the scary part. I told him what to do. He tried to do it, and then he got hit by a skeleton. I really hope I'm spelling everything right. It's fine. I'm not going to be screenshotting stuff and putting it on the screen anyway, so yes, you are spelling things wrong, but no one will know. Except me and the fact that I just told everyone, but it's fine. I won't tell them what you did spell wrong. He was teleported back, and then he said he is scared of getting hit and then left the room. I never completed that adventure game. Yep, that's understandable. Okay, the next submission that I got was one that was really short, and it's not necessarily a story, but I still really liked it and wanted to include it. In Horse Shooting Tales, I think the characters are ghosts because, okay, sorry, let me read it. In Horse Shooting Tales, I think the characters are ghosts because their eyes must be dead. Yeah, I agree with you. I'm pretty sure our characters are ghosts. One time I was casually on Global when I got a PM from someone asking me if I lived close to where I actually lived. I won't say where I was or where they asked me where I lived, but it was definitely close by. I totally freaked out and quickly replied no, then blocked the player. Even though I still play Horse Shooting Tales a lot, that still scares me to this day. Yeah, you did the right thing, for sure. If that ever happens to anybody, don't even, just say no and block them. Nobody should be going around asking where you live. That is something no one should be doing on a game. And if someone does do that, just respond with no and block them. You did the right thing, and good job. I really am glad that you did the right thing. I commend you for that. One time I was playing Horse Shooting Tales with my friend, and we were in one room, and someone was following us around, so we went to a different room. I remember the player's name. In the room that we joined to get away from that person, she started following us again. After this, we stopped playing for a few hours. We got back on, and the same person started following us again. I stopped playing Horse Shooting Tales for 2 days to make sure she wouldn't find me again. That's scary. That is genuinely scary. I wonder if she was, your friend or something in the game. But even still, following someone around that much is pretty terrifying. That's weird for sure. So here is I think this is a bug, but I'm not sure. So I was in a room and someone was being really annoying. So I joined the club room, and guess what? That person came in the club room. And there were some other people. I have no idea what happened. P.S. This happened probably 4 months ago. The people who joined my club room were not in the club, and were level 26 or something. One was level 35. I remember. Anyway, that's it. What? Anyway, that's it. Then what? I logged off because I was creeped out. That has happened to my mom and I before too. We went to the club room and there were other people there, and it was really weird. There shouldn't be other people in the club room, but there was. I had this person following me, and they were glitched and had loads of items I don't even think were in the game. They were also saying creepy stuff, so I reported and blocked them. But they said I will come back on another account. Anyways, I never saw them again, and no one has ever done that. So Foxy probably sorted it out. Happy Halloween, guys. That is definitely weird. At least you were able to report and block them. I know some people have reported and blocked people, and they still pop back up, but Yeah, that's weird. And what do you mean, like, I wonder what you mean by they were glitched. If you're watching this video, let me know in the comments what you meant by they were glitched. Like, were they all black or were they a weird color or something? I do know there is some glitch that if you put a certain shirt on and then put your club badge on, like your person's club badge, you'll turn this really weird pink color. Is that the glitch or something? I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you are watching this video. But at least reporting and blocking them worked, right? At least you were able to, like, move on. One time I logged onto Meadowcraft Farm minigame and someone was hovering. Like, they were moving, but hovering. That's weird. I know there is, like, maybe they did the floating glitch. I don't know if you can even do the floating glitch in Meadowcraft Farm, but that's all that I can think of. But that is weird. If you just, like, log into a minigame and there's just someone hovering and walking and stuff and moving, that is pretty weird. Were they on a horse or not? Let me know in the comments. So once this person said something mean to me and I said it back as a joke. And she said, "I'm going to torture you." It was really creepy for an online game. Also, let's talk about how annoying it is and creepy when people come up to you and act weird and are all like, "Can you gift me a mythical whistle?" You say no, and they chase you. And that's it. Yeah, I know how annoying it is when people come up and ask you for a mythical whistle. If anyone ever asks me to gift them something, I just block them, which seems rude, but you shouldn't beg for other people's stuff. But that is really weird for someone to say. Like, why would anyone say that? Like, why? I had my phone at 11% battery when I joined Horse Trading Tales. While I was playing, my phone went down to 10%. Then all the people in my room got black because my battery was low. There was 11 people in my room with black horses and black characters. That's creepy. This is probably one of the scariest ones in this video. That's weird. Like, everyone just turned black? That's scary. I've never had something like that happen where everyone just turns into, like, a black silhouette. That is weird. Definitely weird. Wow. If anyone else has had that happen, let me know in the comments. Anyway, guys, that is all for this video. It is a little short, but not really. I didn't get that many responses. I only got like 9 or 10 responses. Yeah, I only got 9 responses. So no one had any spooky stories, I guess, which makes sense. I don't really have any either. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.